Wednesday in South Carolina. We're looking at the family. And one of the things that we ought to think about is the couples, stages of love. First stage is romance, sometimes erotic. Second stage is power struggle. Who's going to be the leader of the home and who's going to have how much freedom? Third stage is cooperation, when one or both decide they'll make whatever adjustments they need to make the couple work. Fourth stage is mutuality. That's what a lot of people today are calling soulmating. That is where you learn how to compromise and enjoy one another, and you see yourself as a couple and not two individuals. Co-creative is the final stage, and it's the best of all, and it only happens in Christian homes. It's two joined together to glorify God by joint ministry. Let me say that again. It's two joined together to glorify God by joint ministry. Enter Priscilla and Aquila. Very interesting couple. Really not a lot said about them, but what is said about them really speaks to their relationship as a couple. They're never mentioned alone. You will never find Aquila or Priscilla's name by itself. 7 times they're mentioned in the New Testament, but always together. They're equally yoked. They both love the Lord. They both have believed in Jesus Christ. They've handled moves well. They moved from Rome, where Christianity was being oppressed. They handled that move well. They handled adversity. They were faced with adversity both in Rome and in their ministry on the mainland. They handled temptation well. They grew spiritually themselves. They ministered to others. And they were not afraid to try again, because they wound up back at Rome again. If you look at Acts chapter 18, you'll find them mentioned several times there. They ministered to Apollos together. In chapter 18, verses 1 through 3, you'll see they were tent makers. They not only found time to work at a vocation, but they found time to be full-time ministers. In 1 Corinthians 16:19, you'll find they were hospitable. In Romans chapter 16, verses 3 and 4, they were fearless and sacrificial. They risked their own lives for Paul. You see, the same thing could be said about a more modern day couple, William and Catherine. William and Catherine were married on June in 1855. They raised 8 children very successfully. What makes them so special? They were co-founders of the Salvation Army. When Catherine died, more than 50,000 people passed by her casket. William preached more than 60,000 sermons. And they started an organization which even today is acknowledged as being one of the best Christian organizations out there. They ministered across England in the final stage of love, co-creative, co-founders of the Salvation Army. And she was as loved and esteemed and respected as he was. But they worked together hand in hand. It's a wonderful thing that we can say about couples that are truly Christian and have moved through the stages of love to a co-creative level. And together they glorify God, and they bring great joy to their own lives as they glorify Him in their ministries. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.